Where was the weirdest place you ever pumped?
Oh god. Well, I think I've told you this story before, Ashley. The Warriors, I'm gonna give them a shout out. They're amazing, and they had a mother's room right there, very convenient. You
Wow.
could easily pump when I was there covering practices and games. They had one at their practice facility, so it was just amazing. The Niners really wanted to help me, but they didn't have anything like that. And so there we have a media workspace where everyone goes and writes their stories and files their video after we go into the locker room and talk to the athletes and coaches. And there's like a little side interview room off that media workroom where they would sometimes bring players in to do interviews like this, like where they needed a video camera setup. So the VP of communications at the time, Bob Lang, very nice guy. He's with the Eagles now. Had little kids himself, and his wife had breastfed, so he was excited to help me. And he said, "How about you go in that room?" So I said, "Okay, that's it works. There's a lock. I make sure the camera's off when I'm in there. Pumping in my car, and it was awful.
Oh, the car pumps, yeah.
But one day, because there's so much equipment when you pump, and it's just kind of like a lot going on, and you're at work, so your mind's elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I forgot to lock the door, and another reporter, a young guy, came in while I was pumping away, boobs out, and it was
And
horrible.
if you've never seen it, like, I'm assuming he wasn't married, right? And probably didn't have
Not married
kids?
at the time. I don't know if I should say his name or not because he was
Yeah, you don't need to say his name, but I do think when you haven't seen, like, what a pumping situation is, it can be
a
startling.
little mind blowing. Yeah. But
That's a shield. Are you okay?
he was lovely. He knew that he was interrupting something he wasn't supposed to be a part of, and afterwards he apologized and was very gracious. He didn't stop and stare, so he gets a lot of points for that, and he never asked me about my boobs afterwards, so more points for that.
Oh
And we've
god.
worked a relationship ever since, but that is definitely my, like, worst and weirdest pumping story.